child is watching, for example, let's just say some other old person, for example, somebody that's over his age, he would not be that much inspired. But for example, if a child is watching my video, since I'm a child, he would be inspired by me because he sees himself the similarity. And same happens. For example, if you are obligating one woman or one person or one specific area to change, they would say that why should we change? So this would be an evidence to the change that we are bringing. This would be a way of making them feel that they are not alone in this change, and it's something that is eventual and not something that they should be scared of. What is happening is in Pakistan, it's not that they are not accepting change, but they are afraid of this change. They do not want to bring it, whether that be from family pressure, whether that be from many other aspects. So, in this parliamentarians, etc., conference, even though that is something that I would not like to add, since that is something that Sir is more aware about, but I must say that it would be having a great impact upon the people that are watching those and the people that are learning from those. They would feel at home and at ease that it's not something that they're going through alone. And with that, it would bring a very nice change in my perception.
Exchange. There's very few cultures in the world that allows men and women to sit down and to discuss the way we do. So, congratulations to Pakistan once again for really setting the pace here. Um, I do have probably more questions than answers. Um, when I speak, I'm not being critical. I want you to understand that. Um, as Dr. Masuma mentioned, there's a little bit of history to this. We have some folks who don't know Pakistan as well as you guys do, and they always have a few pebbles to throw at our way, and I think we have to be prepared to answer some of those things. My first point is, okay, I understand the lawmakers are the target group perhaps for this first session. All right. If they're the target group, what is the message that you want to give to the lawmakers? You have to know exactly what you want to get from them and how you message them to get what you want. You also have to know what you want. And I haven't heard the word policy yet. And policy is what lawmakers should be doing, and that will give us as much strength as anything else. So, in your messages, convince them to formulate policies for women's health, for family planning, and things of that sort. I like very much Dr. Masuma's and Green Star's approach. It's innovative, and that's really good. You're taking advocacy, which we have always been doing but never promoted, and then leading it into behavior change. Okay? And there is a difference. There's a big difference between awareness creation and changing behavior. In the field for the last couple of days, we've asked the service providers what are the problems that they're facing. 9 times out of 10, they said it's my mother-in-law. Have we been able to convince mother-in-laws to convince their daughters to allow spacing? So you need to know what you really want to bring about the change. I'm not a big social media fan. I'm sorry. I don't even belong to any of the social media groups. I see it as creating awareness, and it's a heaven sent. You're reaching millions of people. Your messages are getting crossed. Whether or not that's changing people's attitudes and behaviors needs to be known. And our good friends in Frankfurt are going to say, you're saying that the social media is changing behavior. Where's the evidence? So as you go through and do your social media awareness creation, make sure that you can show, that you can prove that there are changes, that there is an impact being done. Otherwise, they're just going to say it's another activity and you did it well, but what good is it? Why do we want to support that? And KFW likes to invest money in Pakistan. They've done extremely well for a couple of decades now, and they want to continue. And Dr. Masuma and Green Star and GOPA, we want to see that money coming into the health field. And I think that what you can do here is give us the ammunition to show Frankfurt that, yeah, we're making progress on that. Yeah, I guess that's mainly my concern, that what the messages are. I've done a lot of behavioral change in HIV/AIDS programs with themselves and their partners. It took years. When I was a student back in the 60s, we started talking about seat belts, and the government spent millions of euro and dollars on advertising seatbelt use. Everybody said, forget about it. No one used a seatbelt. After about 20 years, they decided to say, if you don't have a seatbelt and the police stop you, $500 fine. Boy, the next morning, everybody was putting on a seatbelt because the threat of losing money was the trigger that convinced them to use a seatbelt. Not the safety first, not the this or that, prevent accidents. It was money. So you guys need to know what the trigger is that's going to convince the parliamentarians to write the right policies that brings about the behavior change so that Muhammad can go online and preach the word and bring about that change. Anyway, good luck to you all. I like what I hear. I like the innovation. It's exciting. You've done some good things already. I like the work plan. I know Dr. Masuma is going to have a big dunda to keep you going. So good luck and thank you very much.